I'm gonna make myself a backpack. And I wanna make one of these hipstery, Scandinavian-inspired, urban-esque backpacks. Editing Corn, can you show some of my inspiration? Maybe one here and another one here, and then another one. Okay, thank you. Also the intro, and I'll get to work. I'm using this slightly heavier cotton fabric to make my backpack, and no, I didn't buy new fabric. This is in fact an Ikea drape that I'm repurposing. And as for measurements, well, I'm basing it off of an old backpack of mine. All right, so I'm gonna make it 12 inches wide. Then I'm gonna go 18 inches tall, but of course I need that rolly bit at the top, so let's make that 9 inches. Draw this panel out. I do need to double this up for 2 panels, so flip that over. Let's say 7 inches deep. So I'm gonna make this, I'm gonna make it 7 inches deep. We're gonna do just a big old long slab here. Then I'll measure it to size. All the way to, hold on, this isn't even long enough. Long old piece. Up to here, okay. And by the way, I'm making this all up as I go. I'm sort of the do it, just do it and figure it out as I go sort. Learn from my mistakes, try again. The straps have an interesting shape where they kind of curve out and then down straight and then back out again. And I think I'm going to do that as well. So let's see here. 16 inches. Editing Corn, speed things up so we get a fast forward of me drawing this out here. Yeah, okay. I do need 4 of these, 2 for each strap. So I've doubled up my fabric here, or quadrupled up my fabric here. Inside the straps, I'm going to put some of this foam material. It's about 1/4 inch thick, but I do, of course, have to bring it in a little bit. I'm not going to use my nice shears for this. I'm using my old ruggedy ones. Pop-up plants. It looks different. Did we change anything, or do you hear this guy, babies? Ignore him. And look, I know most of you got a new seating arrangement, but that's because we had to make room for our latest rescue here, Perry Pear. Oh, I know. It hurt me too, having to trim you back so much, but we'll just ask our other rescue here, Money. We had to trim his leaves right back, and he's blossoming now. It's not right. Starting off with the straps first, sew them together. On the end here, there's a little bit of webbing sticking through, and that's because that's going to attach to the bottom of the backpack. And I'm just making it a fixed bit of webbing for now. I'll make it adjustable when I do the final version. And flip this inside out. All right, here we go. Last little bit, I got my webbing. Okay. Oh, hey. Let's see how well this goes in here. What I do is I put it on like I put on a sock. Stuff it in first. Pull up. I stuck 2 rulers in. on either side. And essentially, they kind of work like two shivs that I can slide the fabric over top a little easier. Come on. Just to make sure it all sits properly. It's a little twisted. All right, I think that's as good as it's gonna get. A little bit of webbing, and this is that handle at the back, at the top of the strap, so that's gonna go down first. And then on either side, put the straps. A lot of different fabrics to be going through here, so let's see how this goes. All right, it's okay so far. I actually need this on the other side. So let me just quickly undo this little bit here. Now this whole kit and caboodle can be attached to what will be the back of the backpack. So just a couple reinforcement seams at the top here as well. It is the area of stress after all. From here I put together the body of the bag, which is basically just a whole lot of sewing. So editing corn, I think we've earned ourselves a ditty, right? Last step, I'm going to put on the strap that goes over the top, right there. All right. This is going to be underneath here like that, and then around to here. Overall, it looks like a backpack, so thumbs up. And I also like the clean, minimalist look of it. It's what I was going for, so double thumbs up. But of course, this is only a first iteration. There's plenty to improve upon, so let me dig in a little bit here. First, the way these straps are connected at the top here, things are a little bit messy. I don't know if using this rectangle was the best solution, and then this strap kind of peeking out at the top here. I need to refine how this all gets connected and put together. The straps themselves, they feel a little bit flimsy. Maybe I double up on that foam, or I get a thicker foam. The shape of them as well needs to be refined. On the inside, all those raw edges, it's messy. I need to consider putting some sort of a lining in there. It's also a little bit flimsy, the backpack, and that's in part because of the fabric I used. I gotta consider what kind of fabric I'm gonna use, but that's a later decision. It's also made the roll top at the top here flimsy. You'll see when I put it on what I'm talking about. But also structurally, I think I need to consider maybe adding in some foam along the back here. I know my other backpack has it. I've seen it on other backpacks. Perhaps even along the bottom, some sort of a thing. And now let me put this thing on. And straight out of the gate, it slumps too low. And that's because I just hard sewed this webbing strap in. In the next iteration, I want to put some of those slidey thingies so I can make this adjustable, because what I do want is for it to sit right about here. Looking at the overall size of things, I think the height of it is good. The width is a little bit much. It's a bit wide. And same goes for the depth as well. I'm not looking to truck around all my belongings. This is an urban backpack, you know. It's meant for hustling and bustling around the city. And in general, I want to just refine a lot of the little things, like the shape of these straps, etc., etc. It looks a little floppy, and where the strap goes over top, how the strap works, do I put some maybe little snap pins on the insides, those sorts of things. But of course, that's for the next iteration, so let's get back to it next week.